Hey guys, how we doing? 12 at 12 live again here today. I never put up a post beforehand on my story. My battery is just acting a little bit dodgy, so hopefully it doesn't cut in the middle of this. But as always, if something goes wrong, I have it backed up on the second phone recording, which is going up live, well sorry, not live, going up later on my YouTube channel, so pop over there and subscribe. And if you miss anything live, you'll get it later on YouTube. So as I said, didn't get a chance to post anything on the story, but today we're back to using our school bag backpack. And we're also going to use kitchen paper dispenser. So don't get too excited, just a kitchen paper holder. So we get rid of the kitchen paper. We're going to be using this as well as a bit of a handle for ourselves. So a lot of the upper body stuff that we've done has been kind of push focused. Press ups, traveling planks, punches, we've done ladder raises, shoulder pressing, all that sort of stuff. So hitting the chest, the shoulders, the triceps. So today we're going to do 3 pulling exercises using the backpack. So there is going to be a bent over row, pulling the weight up. There's going to be an upright row, pulling the weight up, standing upright, and then we're going to use the kitchen paper dispenser as a handle to do bicep curls. So the 3 exercises that we have done, but it's just showing you different variations and different things around the house that you can use then to add extra resistance, add extra weight, and perform these exercises and hit the back, the traps and the biceps. We're going to then also pair all those with some leg work, so mostly lunges today. So first one guys, again I'll give you a little demo before we start. We're going to grab our school bag, whatever way you're kind of comfortable holding it. I'm going to chance it to begin with, just holding top and bottom like this. And we're going into the bent over position, kicking the hips out behind, and we're just rolling the weight up and down into the midsection, keeping the back nice and flat. So bent over rows, and then you can throw it up on your back if you like for the leg work. Gotta get the 2 straps on. And we're going to go forward lunges. So stride forward, power up off the front foot, and alternate legs with every stride. Okay, now only 10 seconds in between, so it might be a little awkward getting up on your back. You can always just hold it here for your forward lunges, or alternatively, if body weight is enough for you, body weight might be enough for you, might not need the bag for the forward lunges. So bent over rows, forward lunges, that's our first one. Ready to rock guys. The usual 20 seconds on, 10 seconds rest. So kick the hips out behind, chest is over parallel to the floor, squeeze the shoulder blades in together as we roll the weight straight up, straight down. And it's like you're pinching a penny between your shoulder blades, squeezing them together. 3, 2, 1. Excellent stuff. I'm just going to move this rug from the forward lunges. And I'll hold bag to the front. 2, 1. So head and chest up, back is nice and straight. We're striding forward and we're powering up off the front foot. Alternating legs with every step. And breathing through every rep. 3, 2, 1. Like that. Back onto the bent over rows. Catch the top and bottom of the bag. 3, 2, kick the hips up behind. And roll the weight straight up, straight down, touching the midsection each time. Keeping the eyes on the floor, a couple of feet out ahead of you. 3, 2, 1. Good stuff. Control bag on the back this time, just to show you. 3, 2, 1. Nice deep strides. And again, powering up off the front foot. Breathe through the reps. Get plenty of oxygen down to the legs. 3, 2, 1. Great job guys. 2 of each done, 2 of each to go. Back on bent over rows. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze those shoulder blades together each time. Tempo can be relatively high. We're going to do 20 seconds. The weight probably isn't going to be hugely heavy, depending on what you have in your backpack. So it should get a nice number of reps. 1. stuff. Back onto the forward lunges. I'll turn the sideways here, bit of an angle. To show you a slightly different angle to it. So you can see how the legs are working. Both legs bending, dropping nice and low. But my bottom knee is never touching the floor. You know, control it right down low as you can, but don't touch the ground. Power up before you touch the floor. Last set of rows. Couple of deep breaths. And belt them out. As many reps as possible. Great middle back exercises, guys. And the back is a very, very big set of muscle groups. So important one to hit. Good. And the last one. For the legs, throw the weight to the back again. I'll give you a slightly different angle again. Head and chest up. Straight forward. Power up off the front foot. Excellent stuff. Great job, guys, well done. That's our first of 3 tablet drills done. We're going to stay on those pulling muscles on upright row this time. So for anyone joining us a bit late, we're going to use the kitchen roll dispenser as a bit of a handle. So kitchen roll off. Using our backpack again, I'm going to throw it through the top hole here. Now if your bag doesn't have one of those, it can also go through the main handles, and you can pull up like that, keeping the back straight, elbows nice and high, or as I said, in through the top handle. Doesn't really matter which one you use, same technique, elbows nice and high, back straight. To be honest, for me that first one is probably better under both big handles. Okay, so again we're going to pair that one with legs, guys. So an upright row, back is nice and straight, drawing the weight up, leading the way with the elbows, keeping the elbows above the wrist, so it's almost like your hands are pointed down at the floor. And then for our lunges this time, we're going to start closer to the fireplace here, and we'll be doing reverse lunges, striding backwards. Again, we can use the backpack for some added weight, added resistance, or if body weight's enough for you, body weight's enough for you. Okay? So reset our tablet timer. And start with upright rows.
3, 2, 1.
Head and chest up, back nice and straight, drawing the weight up to chest height, always keeping the elbows above the wrist, and keeping the back straight. Okay, so you're feeling this one in the traps, which is the very top of the back, almost up into the neck, and always squeeze that last one in. Okay, reverse lunges. We'll do the first set there without any weight. Starting in close to the fireplace, striding backwards. Again, both knees are bending, but that bottom knee does not come in contact with the floor. Control it right down, but stop just before it touches the ground. And then you power back up with the front foot.
3, 2, 1.
Excellent stuff. Upright rows again, guys. So grab your handle,
3, 2, 1.
turn it sideways this time for you, draw the weight up, keeping the core muscles contracted, and as I said, we're working the traps with this one, which is the very upper back. And again, weight's never going to be hugely significant with the backpack, so blast out a nice high number of reps. This time for the reverse lunges we'll use our weight to show you how to do it. So again, left way on hold. I'm going to kind of cup the weight from underneath this time. Keep it up nice and high against the chest, and that helps to keep my head up and keep my back straight.
3, 2, 1.
Very good. 2 of each line, 2 of each left.
3,
Back on upright rows.
1.
Breathe through the reps.
3, 2, 1.
Good stuff. Backpack this time and throw up over our shoulders. Just holding the weight slightly differently.
2, 1.
Watch the balance. Striding backwards. Bending both legs. And powering up off the front foot. 10 seconds to go on this one. And then we have 1 of each left. So nearly there, guys. Finish out strong.
2, 1.
Squeeze in that last one always. Last of upright rows.
3, 2, 1.
Breathe through them, guys. Elbows high, back straight. Just drawing the weight up the chest tight. Never go above the chest.
3, 2, 1.
Great stuff. And we go back and finish on body weight. Slightly different angle for you again.
2,
Head and chest up. Stride backwards. So again, go at your own level, guys. Lunges for some of you, body weight might be more than enough. Others might need the backpack. You might have different access to different weights. You can fill the backpack as heavy as you are able for. And that goes through legs and the upper body exercises. So well done, guys. That's 2 done, 1 to go. That one, as I said, was mostly for the traps here, the upper back muscles leading up here into the neck. And now we're going to finish with a third pulling exercise, this time for the biceps. So again, we'll be using our backpack and we will use the kitchen paper dispenser. So it's a nice narrow grip for bicep curls. So elbows are tucked in, head and chest is up. We're going to curl the weight up and down. Okay. So it's just bending at the elbow, bring the weight up and back down. I'll show you side on. So you'll see from my shoulder to my elbow, stays tucked in against my ribs, not moving, but it's my elbow down to my wrist, is curling up, doing all the movement, and getting a good squeeze here on the bicep. You can probably see as well there's a bit of movement in the bag. Balance is obviously coming into this and stability. Getting a bit of a smack from the bag each time into the core. No harm in that, guys. Just control it. Have your core muscles contracted and you'll be ready for it when the bag hits off you. So we've done a forward lunge, we've done a reverse lunge. So we're going to go with a sumo squat then for our leg one. So a nice wide stance, toes pointed out, head and chest up. And again, we can use the bag for added weight and resistance, or we can go body weight. Okay? So last one, guys. We're ready to rock. Final 4 minutes. Bicep curls are first.
1.
Again, weight's not crazy heavy, so we go fairly quickly, but also keeping an eye on technique. Making sure the elbows aren't flaring up away from the side. They're staying tucked in, and you're bending at the elbow.
2, 1.
Keeping the core contracted, because that bag is going to keep hitting off the top. Sugar. And we're ready for our sumo squats.
1.
Nice wide stance, head and chest up, and nice deep reps. Feet should be well outside of hip width now, and then on top of that, your feet are kind of angled out to the left and right, and your feet will allow this up through the groins in here and hamstrings. So get our handle again,
3, 2.
and bicep curls again. Head and chest up, elbows tucked in, fairly high tempo, controlling that upper arm, keeping it tucked in against the side, being prepared then. The bag, as you can see, is hitting off my midsection, So I'm keeping my core muscles contracted, keeping ready for that. Always squeezing that last one. Well done. Okay, I'll show you a set of squats without the weight. I'll just show you straight on, face on. Nice wide stance, toes pointed out, and good deep reps. Try to get your glutes below your knees. So anytime you're squatting, guys, you want your hip bone to drop below your knee. Okay? That's what you're looking for in a squat. And that's whether it's a regular stance squat, sumo squat, narrow squat, doesn't matter. Hip bone below the knee. Biceps again. Let's keep the tempo fairly high now. Only 2 more sets of biceps left today. Get as many done as you can, as many reps as possible. Keep pushing. Just keep the technique strict. Don't sacrifice technique just to get a few more reps in. Good stuff. Sumos, we throw the backpack over the back.
3, 2, 1.
So as you saw there in that time, guys, took me a little longer, so sometimes the best bet isn't to throw it on the back, is to just carry it to the front, which we'll do for the last set. Doing a tablet drill, you only ever have 10 seconds of rest, so gotta be fairly quick in between exercises. Last set of biceps, guys.
3, 2,
Elbows tucked in, head and chest up. So again, you can see now, bag is kind of colliding with the midsection. We'll all pretend we're boxers, pretend we're training and getting the medicine ball smacked off the abs. No harm in it, keep them tight, absorb that hit. Good stuff. And our last set of sumos, guys, we take the weight, cup underneath it, up against the chest. That's going to help to keep the head up. Having the head up is going to keep the back straight, and having the back straight is exactly what we want for a squat. You never want to fall forward. Always want your shoulders pinned back, head and chest up. Nice deep reps. Awesome stuff, guys. Very good session today. Hope the live feed didn't drop on you, but if it did, I've got this recording. It's going to be going up on YouTube now shortly. So another 12 of 12 done. Thanks very much for tuning in. Make sure you do pop over to YouTube to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you'll have all the videos that we've done over the last week there as well. So you can mix and match, do a couple in a day together if you want, if you've missed any of the old ones. So again, guys, just looking for feedback. Some people have been in touch with me, like Lisa, looking for like demos between each tablet drill. Others have been on about possibly doing a longer class rather than 12 minutes. And some have also said things like that the 12 PM time when they're working from home doesn't really suit. So that's why I'm putting on YouTube later in the day, so we can always catch up on them if you don't make it live. But any feedback, anything like that. One thing I've asked a few times is, do you have weights, do you have equipment at home? Most people are tuning in. If you do and you want me showing you more stuff with equipment, let me know that. Obviously today now I'm using like a backpack again, the kitchen towel holder and dispenser. So if you have equipment and you've access to the equipment at home, I can show you stuff with kettlebells, dumbbells, resistance bands, whatever we have, and we can make the class a bit more advanced. So drop me a message, get off to YouTube and subscribe. Stay safe, stay home, wash your hands, help the HSE, and don't forget, guys, Easter weekend, send cakes to coach. Thanks a million.